Hey everybody, welcome to Pop Culture Philosophers. I'm Rockin Robbie Billups, and it's time for Robbie Rants, and today we're going to talk about that Marvel Legacy trailer. Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the video. We're going to be talking about Marvel Legacy. They just released a new trailer, Marvel did. Marvel Legacy is the new branding for Marvel. They're going back to the old numbering, they're bringing back old characters that have been MIA for a while. They are basically rebirthing the Marvel Universe. And so they just released a trailer. The trailer is mostly just images from the Marvel Legacy one-shot, which will be written by Jason Aaron with artwork by Esad Ribic. Looks pretty decent. It's going to introduce the Avengers of 1 million BC, the very first Avengers. It's like Odin, a Phoenix, an Iron Fist, a Ghost Rider on a flaming woolly mammoth, which seems really, really cool, a Black Panther and a Star Brand. So that seems nifty or whatever. They also just alluded in the Thor Generations one-shot that Odin had a relationship with that Phoenix, so that's going to be kind of interesting or whatever. But they show footage, they show images from that comic book and basically covers of the upcoming Marvel Legacy books, which are just the returning books, but renumbered with some classic Legacy type numbering. And otherwise, it's Axel Alonso, the editor-in-chief at Marvel, and Tom Brevoort, one of the top editors at Marvel, and has been for a good long while. A very, very good editor, actually, I will say. Both of these men I highly respect, and it's basically them talking about what Marvel Legacy is. And it does seem a little bit like the Marvel version of DC Rebirth. Just a little bit. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. But obviously, I think Marvel said something's lacking, because I think that Marvel's been on a downturn in the last couple years. Things like Civil War II and Secret Empire, even back as far as Original Sin, didn't really quite capture the magic of things like Dark Reign and Secret Invasion, and of course the original Civil War, and even the stuff from back in the day like the Infinity Gauntlet and Secret War. So they didn't really capture that. Marvel's kind of been in a lull. They've been introducing some new concepts and new characters and new ideas that really are resonating with a lot of fans, bringing in a lot of new blood into the comic book industry, and that's super cool. So lots of new characters have debuted, like Marvel has Miles Morales as Spider-Man, there's Kamala Khan as Miss Marvel, there's Jane Foster as Thor, there's Kate Bishop as Hawkeye, a whole bunch of legacy type characters, and they're trying now to go back and honor that legacy by bringing in the old and merging it with the new and having one cohesive Marvel universe that's built upon legacy, which does sound like what DC was. They ruined it a little bit with the New 52, and now they have resurrected it with DC Rebirth. Marvel's kind of doing the same thing, and it's kind of a trend, and it's cool, it's whatever, because a lot of people that are getting into comics right now, some of us have been in comic books before, and a lot of people were in comics in the early 90s. They've grown up, they're coming back, they want to see familiar characters, they want to see familiar storylines. Marvel wants to bring that in along with the new. And I think that is a great direction for the company. We shall see how good it's actually going to be when Marvel Legacy #1 hits at the very, very end of the month. Of course, I will be talking about that on the weekly comic book review, which we do every week here. It releases on Wednesday, so check that out. But that's what I think. I mean, obviously, it's not much information. It's kind of neat to watch this trailer. They're basically trying to have their cake and eat it too, if that makes sense. But I like how diverse Marvel has gotten lately. But I also understand that we want some of that old school Marvel feeling. And they're doing things like those cool homage covers, the lenticular covers that are kind of controversial right now because Marvel's making it very difficult for a lot of retailers to get them. And they're going to have the Marvel value stamps, what they just announced will not be on the 3D covers, so it's an incentive to buy the regular cover, but they're going to be peel out Marvel value stamps. If you remember back in the 70s, Marvel had this thing, and it was really cool, but it caused a lot of people to cut them out of comics. But these ones peel out, so it's going to be a little bit different. All that nostalgia thing feels really, really cool. I am pumped to see what happens with Marvel Legacy, to see if the shakeup will resurrect something. And I think now, post-Secret Empire, Marvel can trailblaze ahead. I really think they are going to do it. Marvel's got some good work coming out right now, especially with books like Hawkeye, The Unstoppable Wasp, which just unfortunately wrapped up. But there's some good stuff at Marvel, some good stuff coming. Can't wait for it. But the other thing, the big thing, they teased the return of a fan favorite Marvel character that's been gone for a while. Who could this possibly be? It could be a number of any people. It could be Hank Pym. Who knows? It could be somebody from the Golden Age. It could be anybody. My bet is on Xavier. Professor Charles Xavier. That's who I think it's going to be. But they say it's unexpected, and if you've been reading Astonishing X-Men, that's not quite so unexpected. So who could it be? Not the Fantastic Four. I really don't think it's the Fantastic Four. That'd be cool if it is, but I think it's Xavier. I really do. Anyway, that's what I think about the Marvel Legacy trailer. Let me know down below, what do you think about Marvel Legacy? What are you most excited for? I'm very excited for Spirits of Vengeance. It's a comic book that's going to have Blade in it. So I'm super excited for that. And for Marvel 2-in-1, which is like a Thing, Johnny Storm, so a Human Torch Thing team up, right? Super pumped for that. It's like half of the Fantastic Four book. That's what I'm excited about. Let me know in the comments down below, what are you excited about? Thank you guys for watching the video. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Do a weekly comic book review, like I said, every single week, and other things here like movie reviews and top 5 lists and a whole lot more. All that can be found, including our podcast, popculturephilosophers.com. Thanks for rocking with us, and keep on keeping on.